Well, I actually have a prayer that I'd like to offer. And may the ancestors protect their children and give them courage and strength in these terrible times in so many cities in America. May there be unity among the generations and a sharing of love and caring and effective strategies and agreed upon solutions. May there be an abundance of life-altering epiphanies among those who will grow the cadres of knowers who will change the world in unique and effective ways. May communities around the world realize the wisdom of the ancestors, and may we have each other's backs in times of need. And it is the ancient blood of our ancestors, our egungun, that flows with power-filled nutrients and then dries and composts the soil, that conceives the seeds that explode with spores ringing the planet and birthing this new age of enlightenment. May it be so. Ashe, 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 oh.
So right now, we'll start with Mama C. And Mama C is currently in Arusha, Tanzania. We had the pleasure of visiting her with Doreen and I. We went over with our tour. We went to Uganda. We were out through East Africa. We went to Kenya, and we stopped and we had the pleasure of visiting her at Arusha in Tanzania. And she's with her beloved Baba Pete O'Neill, who is exiled from the States and currently cannot travel to the United States of America, but Mama C can. She often comes to the States. She's a performing artist, obviously a revolutionary, a Black Panther. She's a grower, a healer, a spiritualist, a poet, a musician, and hopefully she's also gonna play something for us as well. Hailing from the Kansas City branch, if I'm not mistaken, and giving some of that beautiful soul love, we have Mama C. So it's all you right now, Mama C. You can take it away and share with us how you want to share.
All right. And it's Kansas City chapter, not branch.
Kansas City chapter, Mama C.
And United African Alliance Community Center. And I'm so proud that we've been able to maintain the work and philosophy of the Black Panther Party all the way here in Africa. And for the last 51 years now that me and Brother Pete have been partners on this journey, husband and wife, comrades and friends. And I just feel so good that so many people are coming together, and it's so great to see my sister Yasmin. I haven't seen you in a while, my sister. Huh? Yes. And I was speaking to some youth recently and telling them that the vibe that I'm feeling, the vibe that I'm observing, the vibe that I'm a part of and helping to build reminds me so much of the 60s and the 70s, you know, and to see all these young people coming into their own and really embracing this concept of the global community and realizing that we're in this struggle together. And this Zoom, all these faces from all over the world, this is it's all a part of that. We're seeing this, the same thing that was happening when we were young Panthers, huh? We were taught that the importance of building international solidarity, you know, of building this global family. There's strength in that, y'all. And I think all of us coming together tonight, well, it's actually 12:26 a.m. here in the morning, huh, is evidence of that. It's evidence that we must stay focused, huh, in building this movement and building this age of enlightenment that's just circling the whole globe. We got to stay focused. And one other thing that is very, very important, and sometimes we forget this because there's so much terror going on, so much uncertainty, so much craziness going on, not only in the States, but all around the world. Don't let them take your joy. Hmm? That is so important because our joy is what helps to fuel our energy and recharge our batteries. So even in the midst of our struggle, and you all who heard that poem that I did that was dedicated to Brother Herman Wallace and Brother Albert Woodfox, and the fact that even though they had been locked down for all those years, they still had the strength of their joy and the strength of their will. And that is one of the things that kept them going, huh? Their commitment to struggle covered everything. And that's what it should be for us, huh? So I don't want to keep talking and talking and talking. Brother, you didn't give me a time how long I should talk, because I could talk all night. But I know we sharing this,
We want you. We
so
want you to share. We want you to share because people are gonna ask some questions, and what we want to
good.
do is ask you to speak, to introduce yourself, introduce the work that you're doing, and just how you're doing it. Just speak freely with the people. You know, we got people from East Africa, South Africa, throughout the world, like we just mentioned. A lot of people also young to the movement as far as organizing, learning, the ability, the skills. So anything that you want to touch upon, because there are specific questions, and then we're going to circle back. So
Yeah.
right now it's just really an introduction. So just say what you got to say, what's on your mind. I know we talked a little bit earlier, and you're not touring right now, and you usually tour. You know, so even your personal, like, how's that feeling for you? What's going on? Of spending time with the family, not being on the road, those particular things. Just share from your heart, and then we'll come back and we'll get into the other part.
Okay. And I'm loving that. I know there's so much heartbreak and just really terrible things that's going on. But this corona, or we call it Rona here, the Rona has enabled me to be able to be at home and work on things that I hadn't been able to. I could only dream about because I travel so much. Well, I'm right here at home now and loving it. I'm loving being able to walk among the trees and the flowers that we've planted over all these years. We live in a village, y'all, Mbasani Village, which is about an hour from Arusha, huh? And we were actually pioneers here. I mean, built UAACC from the ground up, out of the bush, y'all. And the fact that we were Panthers and carried that philosophy and carried that strength and carried that commitment, this is the thing that gave us strength to do this after all these years. And the fact that Brother Pete has been in exile for 50 years and still has the commitment to serve the people. Mm? I mean, that is a real blessing. And I was speaking to a group of we call our tribe Afros, Africans of the diaspora, there's many people who are leaving America now and coming to Africa, and several of them have come to Tanzania. And I was telling them, you got to realize that when you relocate, or even if you stay there in the States, you got to be able to gather your strength and be prepared to work your fingers to the bone, because that's what it takes. That's what it takes, whether you are marching, whether you are an urban gardener, whether you are an artist who is getting that word out to people. You got to be thoroughly committed. It's not a game, y'all. So yes, I believe in the power of the arts. I believe that we as artists, oh, what's that noise? I believe that we as artists have to use our platforms to uplift, to enrich, and to call into focus many things that people don't realize. For instance, political prisoners. So many people in America don't realize that there are actually people locked up, locked down because of their political beliefs. Now, I'm probably preaching to the choir here because I think everybody here would, yeah, I'm sure everybody here knows about political prisoners and how we need to keep their names and their situations uh, out there for the world to know about. Huh? Um, it's a beautiful life over here, y'all, and I hope that many of y'all will be able to come and experience this just once in your life. I know a lot of my comrades were planning to come here to celebrate Brother Pete's 80th birthday, and we had been so excited about it, because these are comrades that he has only seen pictures of or heard me talk about, but the Rona struck and we weren't able to do that. But even doing things like this Zoom, this helps to bring us together, and this is going to be the way life is for a while. It really is. And I'm embracing this. This is enabling me to travel, huh? I'm actually in my bed, y'all. Y'all can't see but the top part, but I'm in my bed. It's 12:33 here, And how could I do that if I was on tour? Hmm? So, Spirit Child, I give thanks to you for putting this together, for bringing all of us together from all the corners of the world, and yeah, that's right. Organizing and mobilizing from the bed. It don't get better than that. Oh boy. And the fact that I have lived to see this second age of enlightenment, that is such a blessing. And I know that the revolution is driven by the youth, huh? It is. We elders can give our advice, can share our wisdom, can share our lives, but it's the youth who drive the revolution the same way it was when we were teenagers. And I think most of the Panther veterans that are on here, we were teenagers, weren't we all? Huh? And I believe that the revolution is in good hands. Huh? You all have to come up with different means to affect positive and lasting change. You are dealing with things that we didn't have to deal with, including the environment, the degradation of the environment, and all these different surveillance and all of that. I mean, we had wiretaps to deal with, but y'all got things like cameras everywhere on street corners, and that blows my mind to see that. But you all have an organizing tool that we didn't have, and that's the internet. That's a powerful, powerful tool, and I see how so many young people are really using those platforms to spread this feeling and the word and the need for love and solidarity. Huh? Yeah. So I'm ready for the questions later.
Thank you so much.
Black power is New Orleans. Black power is you and me. Black power is Philistine. Black power is Cuba right on.